So if we go for the timbered plaster right here. Let's see, we need some 2 plaster and 1 timber. So it's cheaper for us, really, because I think it's quite easy to make plaster. Yeah, 630 of it, so we should be alright. So if we go to the timbered plaster, if we don't like it, we can always just leave it there until I eventually get rid of it, and then just make this house out of a different material. So we'll go to walls, and the timbered plaster. I think while we're waiting for this, I'll go and kill those skeletons. You know, mix things up a little bit. So we're going to go up by 2 blocks. And then we're going to start creating the roof. Right, there we go. So this is basically what the second floor is going to be looking like. It's quite nice looking. And right here is where our roof needs to start. So basically, it's going to look quite... how am I going to get this done, actually? I need to get the door in. I think that's what I need to do, because I don't know where I'm going with it unless I have a doorway. Well, no, I do. I think I'm just being unnecessarily... Well, no, I don't know what I'm trying to do here exactly. But I think this part doesn't need to be thatch roof, but the second floor does. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So if we just go for the full timber along here instead, like this, there we go. And then we can go for the roof. Now this, actually, yeah, this is the problem. So the roof's quite low down. But I think what we do for that, to prevent any sort of awkwardness with the doorway, is by just not having a roof across it at all. So if we just go for the normal sort of wooden roof, but just have it go up like this. There we go. We're going to have it going along like that. And then this part like this. We don't need the roof to continue onwards from there. See, this is awkward, because the second floor is quite low down now, and you can't see the windows. But maybe that's a good thing. We're hiding a little bit of the mess that is the bottom floor. I mean, that looks quite nice. We need, like, a window, though. There we go. Maybe we can get that, like, 2 blocks there done. Or maybe just this bit. I kind of want just that bit done, to be honest. But I'm worried there's going to be an awkward connection afterwards. The bottom floor right here looks nice, though. In my opinion. What with the thatch being connected. Although I feel like this timber brick right there is quite unnecessary. Can they get to this? I'm sure they can. Tell you what, we'll need to have the flooring done for this. Yeah, this is awkward. I think making a house this small doesn't make any sense. Especially if you want to make a second floor, because now the... Well, it's going to be quite cramped, really, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if we got an example of, like, what have we done right here? 4 blocks high. It's pretty high anyway, though. Is this a good example? Kind of, yeah, this is 3 blocks high. It's sort of reasonable. All skeleton infantry has been spotted by one of our lumberjacks, I believe. Yep, there we go. Let's get him to run away. And you know what? We'll stop any sort of lumberjack-related shenanigans for now. Although there's a skeleton over there. Did we get like a bunch of them spawning? No, I don't want Chloe to deal with that. There we go. Chloe, I know you're the warrior, but there's no way you can deal with a skeleton. We'll just have one of these guys go deal with it. No, Chloe, I know you're the warrior. I just said that. We'll get Finette to do it. Finette is the true warrior. Actually, no, we'll get our archer to do it. You know, get some levels up. This is what you have on you right now, Carl. I think that's 10 broad arrows. Oh, where you going? Does he say charge the enemy? Oh, God, that was close. Sort of missing every shot right now. I should really have him on the archery range. Doesn't do a lot of damage. Killed him, though. How many arrows have you used? Oh, he's using up all his stone arrows. Tell you what, we'll have him on the archery range, because I think he's level 1. Let me get a... There we go, he's level 1 archer. Let's get them to... Let's see. Train using archery target. There we go. So we'll have him up there. You want to go up there? Alright, it's just I can't see the marker because of the type. There we go. It's gonna look quite cool because the archer range is actually gonna be in use. We'll rebuild these once broken. We don't have Jared being the engineer anymore, so it's gonna be. We might want to go ahead and turn him back into the engineer. Let's see, Jared. There we go. Sorry, Jared. Your time has come. You must become the engineer that we've always wanted you to be. I think we need the second part of the building to go up by 1 block. I think it just looks awkward without it. So if we go to the timbered plaster. Actually, that's not it. We need timber brick, though. Finish off the corners. There we are. That bit doesn't look too great. I think it's because I haven't done the normal corner stuff, so I might need to get rid of that. In fact, we definitely need to get rid of that. Need to get rid of everything on that corner, really. This bit, I don't mind continuing with the timbered brick. We'll just keep going. We'll just wing it, see what's going to happen. Okay. So, let's see. We don't have any more when it comes to the... Oh, you know what? They're going up and down here from the top. Okay, that's very cool. If we're going to do that, then we could probably get some scaffolding up to the wall. That might save them a little bit of time. We'll make sure it's 2 blocks high. Also, we're not really making too much more wood, I think. Yeah, okay, we're not making any wood at all. In fact, we have quite a lot, so we'll make 1,500 more wood. I'm not sure how much they're succeeding with making the timber, actually, that I think about it. I keep saying wood, not timber. I don't think they're doing an amazing job, though. We'll make 2,000 stone. I think I requested to make 20,000 just then, but no. It limits itself, thankfully. When I say thankfully, it wouldn't be the end of the world. We're being close. Right, okay, yeah. So I see what the problem is here. Just need to do that. I believe. Yeah, that seems good. And then we can get the timbered plaster. There we are. So this should hopefully be the sort of generic housing design that we have. Or at least when it comes to the blocks and their placement. Like, the actual shape of the houses should be sort of relatively different. But I just want to use some not thatch. I want to use some Tudor designs because it's one of my favorite housing designs ever. Ever. It's traditional. And highly flammable. Not that I am not that I'm sort of promoting arson or anything like that. That's a very bad thing to promote. Someone's still sleeping. I say still sleeping. Someone is sleeping. And then we've got like a bunch of miners that are just sort of hanging around, which I don't really mind. Get it? Mind? Miners? Haha! Haha! Guys? No? Okay. I'm very sorry. Okay, so scaffolding. Let's make sure this keeps going up. And we could do the same here as well. Now, as for the flooring, I think we don't really have much of a choice then, other than just making sort of the bottom layer quite small. Which is a bit annoying to think about. No, we do, because this is going to 3 blocks high, and plus the roof itself is going to help with the length of it. So you know what? We are just going to go ahead and make the floor layer actually decent. So if we go to our flooring, and then, do we want to go planks again? I think so. Actually, no. I think it should be timbered floor. Bit different. Now, the awkward part about this is that the windows are not going to make too much sense. Yeah, okay, that's a very big problem, actually. Too late now, I feel. It's a little bit of a hiccup in our housing design. I feel like we'll probably need to, in future, make sure this actually goes 4 blocks high instead. Just so we don't have any real issues. There we are. So we can do this. Just make sure no one gets stuck. The game paused, I think. Archery target has... Wait, what? Deteriorated, okay. Oh, here we go. Level 4 archer. Very nice. Day 152. Let's go to our roofing. Let's make sure we get this bit done. There we are. So that's sort of where the doorway connects by the looks of things. Do we want to have like a roof right there? Probably not. I think it looked quite strange. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having the roof here, I suppose. I think it unnecessarily covers the doorway. In fact, to the point where I might just get rid of this little bit of wood sticking out, because I think it looks quite strange. Tell you what, though, we need some full timber there. Full timber is in walls. Full timber. Can they get to this? I think they can. Yeah, they can climb up here and then go around and... Oh, no, they can't actually get to that. Let's go back to utilities. And they can get to it from here. Oh, that's wrong. I'm sort of learning just to make, like, 2 wide scaffolding now, just so they can actually pass each other. I mean, there's still a few problems with it, because if there's 2 of them waiting in the between there, just because the game hates me, it's going to become a little bit of an issue. So yeah, so now the bottom floor is actually 3 blocks high, which is good for us, but this is a bit awkward. However, we must live with it. Now, how do we want this to start? I think we do the same thing as what we've done right here. The small layer needs to be where it arches up. Let's see. We go to our walls. Not our walls, our roofing. What's our wood situation? Not bad. I think we're doing a good job. So this is going to connect to the wall, which is not great. But I think that's just something we have to deal with. Deal with it, basically. This should be alright. Alright, so how's that roof looking? I think once the doorway's in, it might look alright. I guess the scaffolding being in there probably doesn't help. We'll go along like this, though. Oh, the game just paused. A skeleton's been spotted. Wait, what? A skeleton infantry has been spotted by Hawk. How did he get in? Do they destroy blocks now and I just didn't realise this? That'd be quite interesting. Oh, no, okay. He's just hanging out by the... He's just looking at him. Come on. Fight me, dog. You want some of this? Not really. I don't think I really want Hawk to go out and just charge you with his fists of fury. We did kill that rogue skeleton that was just, you know, against the rules of his skeleton faction. Just sort of running around like, no, I don't want to do it. Bastard. Absolute bastard. Thankfully, Jerry is walking into the line of fire. Is he dead, actually? I'm scared that he just died walking in front of Carl right there. Thankfully not. I think Carl was level 8. No, it's level 5. He's getting there. Thankfully, he doesn't actually use up any arrows doing this. I'm not sure if this improves his damage, but it probably improves his fire, his chance to hit. Just probably the main thing, really. Now let's make sure we get some of the plaster installed like this. And that we do the same thing along here. This bit's going to be a bit awkward to do. There we are. I'm looking forward to seeing the completed version of this house. It's going to help things out. I think I quite like the fact that it's connected to the wall, maybe. I don't know. I'm still questioning it. But it's just using up a lot of space, which I quite like. Now, as for the size of the house, as you can... That's actually not too bad. I was going to say, as you can see, the 2-layered house right here is significantly smaller than even the one, like, story. I was going to say story, than 1-story building that we have right here for our stonemasons. I think that's very nice to see. That's definitely what I was going for. I think when the roof's done, it should be the same as 1 story of our stonemasons. But that's the point, really. It's meant to look quite small in comparison. It looks like a house. I mean, it's fairly messy, which isn't fantastic. Like, we need probably a little bit of stuff done right here. Oh, that is really nice. Really, really good, in fact. Let's go to the roofing again. I always loved making the roofs. I mean, it's a bit awkward for these guys to actually get up there, but seeing the roof and seeing the building actually come to life because of the roof it's always fantastic. I don't know why I'm doing it like 1 layer. I might as well just go all the way across there. Do the same on this side. See it slowly unfold. Do the same here, actually. Actually, no, that's not right. What am I doing? Awful. Alright, here we go. There is a way for them to get up here. It's a bit awkward, but they can do it. And they can get up and down the wall anyway, so it should be alright. I guess that's why this is taking so... start that again. I guess this is the reason why it's not taking too long to create this house. Here we are. Whose house is this going to be anyway? I feel like people should request it. I don't know. I want to live in that house. We put it up for sale. Right, so let's see. Continuing onwards with the plaster. Go across like this. Now, because this wall's done, it means we can actually get all the plaster done. There we are. We only need it done on this side, and then the roof can pretty much build itself at that point. And this looks very nice, I feel. Tell you what, though. We need to... Do we want to wall it off like that, or do we... It looks like that's pretty much the only window we can really make. See, if we make a window like that and like that, that might look quite nice. The same here, in fact. If we make one right here and right here... Oh, no. Making one right there is pointless. And, yeah, making one right there is also pointless. We put it right there. They won't actually be able to use it. But, I mean, maybe they don't really have to. It's just going to be there for aesthetics, really. Add some shape. Oh, I see, that looks fantastic. I kind of like it just being off by one block, but we won't do that. But, yeah, I do love the way the walls have just, like, a nice outline. Let's see what it looks like with two. Here we go. Anatok already showing their prowess. Oh, that looks really good. We're going to keep that. That's really, very, very, very nice. Yeah. I'm always tripping over my words for pure and utter excitement. Even though I feel like I'm being very monotone today, actually. We are building. Sort of like the cornerstone of the series, really. Just a monotone building construction. I'm very surprised we actually got this building done. I thought we were going to run into problems, but I guess having this wall right here has helped us out significantly. While they're doing that, let's go kill these damn skeletons. Go tell them that this is the land of goddamn Islay, and we're not going to tolerate any of their BS. It would be great if I could just mass select these guys and tell them all to stay idle. And then I could just click and drag, basically, like I would an army. Put them on control groups. Tell them to hold position, or split up, or go in a particular formation. So we got one sad soul right here, who looks like he's got a bit of a... What the hell's wrong with his chest? Has he got like a backwards spine? That was very strange looking. There we go, 42 damage. So it would have taken our lumberjack ages to kill that skeleton. It did like, what, 10 damage? Like 8 to 10 damage per axe hit. It wasn't great. So let's move them up, and they should be able to just aggro these skeletons. And then we should be good to go. I'll get rid of the corpses, I don't really mind. We don't get anything from the skeletons anyway. Oh, okay. Apparently we've aggroed some, but none at the same time. Oh, there we go. They're all annoyed. We're going across the water to fight in the plains of war. There we go, that's one down. We've got the armored skeleton coming up. It should be easy enough to deal with. Here we go. Us might take some damage. Yeah, not too much. Right, is that it? Oh, there's one skeleton right there. And a bunch of dead wolves. They look dead. I can't click on them. Guess that's because they're in the water. We'll just get rid of their corpses. And tell you what, we'll just get whoever this is. I think this is Usk. Yep, we'll get Usk, go deal with him. And everyone else can just go back to their guard duties. You know, Finette as well. Finette's like, no, Usk. I must help you. Finette is quite manly sounding. Yeah. This is canon now. No, Usk. You can't do it. Quite interesting. What happened to your voice, man? I don't know. It's like dead silent for me. I keep saying this. For you guys, you got like some nice soothing music in the background. But for me, it's just dead silence. Just nothing. White noise. Kind of missed the normal sounds. You know, like the music in the background that came up every now and again. There we go. There's the house, ladies and gentlemen. Fairly simple. We'll go ahead and just get rid of the scaffolding. I'm glad I went for the for the thingamajig. Tudor, that's it. I'm glad I went for the Tudor design. We're going to get rid of this little bit that's hooking out. I don't like that. Having the door in is probably going to make it look significantly better. Also, we want to have some... Oh yeah, where's that fireplace going to go? I feel like the fireplace should be here or something. It'd be in the way. Maybe we don't need a fireplace. I feel like that's a lie. In and of itself, that is a lie. I think everyone should have some sort of fireplace. So let's go to the doorways. And let's just have a normal timbered door. Do you want to be timbered or braced? I think just a timber door is pretty good. I mean, we've got these right here, which are studded doors, which look quite nice. And then we've got the dungeon door. We don't actually know what a braced door looks like. I've not seen it in action, unless they're over here. Now, these are the timbered door. The timbered door looks fine to me. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better without these sort of little bits sticking out. But I think we should keep that bit at the back, though. Just because. The window there looks really nice as well. Helping out just a bit. And once again, that window right there is a fantastic addition. And then we've got the top. Very nice looking. Like I said, though, we need to get, like, our chimney installed. Let's see if we can go back to our objects right here. Is it furniture? Yeah, fireplace. So if we have it right there... I think that's sort of in the way. We can't have it right here because it goes through the building. In a very awkward way. So I guess we're just going to have it on the top floor. Like right there. It's quite nice looking. I don't really mind having it there because now we can have like a bed in front. Let's go for a comfy bed. Let's put it right in front of the fireplace. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Well, it's going to be boiling in the summer. But they don't have to put it on. We'll have like a dresser right here. Let's get rid of the scaffolding. And we need to replace that bit with the timbered floor. They're probably going to have a bit of trouble going through this doorway, but oh well. Timbered floor, there we go. There we are. That's beautiful. That looks cozy. I'm loving it. Now let's get some storage out front. Like I said, we probably want like a wood pile somewhere around here. If we go to our storage. I do love the storage functionality. I was on the right page just then. It's a really great way of decorating. I think we have it right here. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. Now, this house right here is probably going to have the same sort of design going on. I wanted to make one house with the appropriate design. It's starting to look full, though. You know, the town's actually starting to come together. It's quite nice. And I am glad that I went for the Tudor design, because once again, it differentiates itself from the sort of main structures that are built for a purpose, other than, you know, I mean, the house is built for a purpose, but, you know, it's for the purpose of living, but it's not made to actually benefit the kingdom as a whole. I will make sure we have as much wood as possible there. Same with this bit. There we are. Carpenter cakeling right there was just going across, but I thought they were going to change it. Oh, actually, lumberjacks change it. You know what? I like the idea of there being a little bit of wood out front. Hey, you know what? No. Right here as well. I feel like this is in a weird place. I don't know how I feel about it. We might remove it eventually. So yeah, that looks really nice when it's fully constructed. This bit as well. Very cool looking. Do you want anything else? Not necessarily. Treasure. I have a coin pile hanging around. Got like a nice dresser right there. We can go for some more objects though. What have we got for decor? Stone bench. There we go, like a nice little stone bench out front. Right there. Very nice. A hedge. Not really a hedge, but a tree. Oh yeah, we can have like a nice tree right there. Oh, that would be beautiful. Yeah, we can have one right here as well. Or a well. Do we want a well there? That makes sense to me, having a nice little well right next to the water. We'll have that installed. And then right at the front, we can have some more trees. Like right here and right here. Do you want one right there? I mean, these are not going to look amazing once they're fully grown. In fact, we don't want the tree right there because it's going to be close to our construction. The tree right here is going to look interesting when it is fully grown. It's probably going to cover the house up just a little bit. I think we need it. Do you want a statue just randomly placed? I kind of do. Like, just have a random statue right there. We'll get rid of it if we don't like it. The well looks really good. Although at the same time, it looks like the... Actually, no, now that I look at it, yeah. It's using the old textures. Still, though, it's an addition. We need to do something with the back right here. I'm thinking of just sort of replacing the stone and the dirt, turning all of it into grass, and then we can actually make it into like a garden or something like that. As for the inside, we still got bits and pieces to do. Let's go to furniture. And let's see, we've got a wooden chair right here. So we can make like an area for them to eat. Like downstairs. We'll make like a bookcase right here and another one right here. They're quite literate. And then we can make like a random wooden chair. Just cause, you know, they're upstairs, hasn't got everything. And then down here, we can have their table. Right there. With some chairs. We can have like a chair right here. And one right there. With like a small bookcase. And anything else. Small bookcase. And a dresser. And a weapons rack. Yes. Get the weapons rack in there. They love their weapons, okay? Get like a weapons rack and anything else. Tools chest? Get like a random tools chest. At this point, we're looking for storage space. Yeah, just have like a random tool chest. Doesn't have to be a tool chest. It could be a chest for any one of their goods. But I'm just filling the house up at this point. So at the moment, it's not really anyone's house. You know, anyone can just go in, sleep in it if they really want to. They can't actually get out. There we go. For some reason, they can't get out if there's someone sleeping in the bed. That's interesting. I quite like that statue there. Don't know why. Feels like it needs to be there. It's like a symbol of the town, you know? And all these little bits of grass, you know? They just help to keep the nature part of the town alive. It looks very busy around here. I love it. It's nice. Like I said, I already said this. There's no way we're getting all these houses done. But I did say I would get them all sort of, you know, labeled. Or at least all the base layers for the houses done. But I did just wanted to get some sort of design right here done. Mo keep like chewing my neck, but half chewing my clothes. So I can't concentrate. Get out of here, parrot. Oh yeah, did we, how's Usk doing? Because I think we just told him to sit around, didn't we? It should be sort of... He's probably chilling out over here. Jared is. Oh, there we go. Is that him? Where are you, Usk? Just want to find out he died. Where is the... I can never find the one I'm looking for. There we go. Usk, where are you? Oh, no, he is standing at guard position. Alright, then. I guess I... Wait, who did I tell to stand at guard position, then? Okay. I guess I did tell him and just forgot. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So hopefully, next episode, we could probably get like another house done maybe. And probably see if we can move these guys out. There's still quite a lot left to do in that regard. I don't think we're really going to get all this stuff moved just yet. We still need to eventually get rid of these hay piles. People keep requesting for me to move them. Don't you worry. They're not going to be here for any aesthetic, obviously. They're just here for the sort of a temporary storage. I am definitely planning to move them. I have to keep saying this. I'm not sure why. I might want to put like a hay bale somewhere around here. Maybe at the back. I'm not too sure. I am planning to move all the hay bales into the back right here. There's quite a lot of space in the mine, but I don't think there's enough just yet. And then we could like block the mine off and never see it ever again. That would be really good. But there you go. I do love the fact this house is just significantly smaller. I say significantly smaller. I mean, think about this. This is about 2 layers high. 2 stories high for a sort of industrialized building, whereas this is 2 stories high for just a normal house for one person. And I think it is just being overshadowed significantly by the stonemasons that we have right here. But at the same time, it's just it's quite nice looking. I think we did a good job. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for watching me, the Innkeeper, play Timber and Stone, The Land of Islay Season 3. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch for live streams. I'll be the Innkeeper. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.